Hello Virgo, welcome to 811 Moon. This is your you versus them video. And we are using the Tarot Grand Lux for you. Here we go. And for them, we are using the Tarot Illuminati. There we go. So, let's see what the cards have to say for Virgo. You versus them reading. Knight of Coins, Page of Coins, King of Swords. We got some people. Let's see. Five of Cups, Seven of Swords, the Hierophant, the Hermit, Queen of Swords, and Judgment. Okay, let's see. So we've got the King and Queen of Swords. So we've got a power couple here. Judgment, got your energy here, Virgo. With the Hermit. Virgo, I feel as though you're stuck in a cycle. Virgo, I feel as though you're stuck in your head, you're stuck in a cycle. And you've been given the path to get out with this Page of Coins and this Hierophant, but you're making the same mistake. Huh. What kind of, let's see, can you clarify please the Five of Cups? Please clarify the Five of Cups. Please clarify the Five of Cups. Nine of Wands, Defense, Four of Wands. Okay, you're stuck in this cycle, Virgo, because it's comfortable. You don't want to trudge through the Water of Swords with the Six. You're stuck in this Five energy. You don't want to move forward because guess what? You feel comfortable. You feel comfortable, and it's a lot easier than moving on to a Six. It's like an old belief system, Virgo. I'm seeing an old belief system, a way of thinking, a way of conducting your behavior towards others, and you've had many outs. You were, the Page, the Knight, the King, the Queen. I feel as though these energies were given to you to move up, but you stay stuck in the Hermit energy, or the Hermit is a beautiful card. I mean, the Hermit is wise, wisdom, solitude, finding the light in the darkness, but it also can mean, in this particular spread with the Five of Cups right here, and me clarifying the Five of Cups with this stagnant energy of not wanting to move forward. Now I know why this deck was supposed to be used, because look how he's not even looking straight ahead. You don't want to look at it. You're stuck in it. You're stuck in a cycle. You're continuing to do the same behaviors and getting the same result because you're too afraid of change. And that's bringing about the Judgment card. And the Judgment card in this particular case is keeping your energy in this cycle. You're in a cycle that you can't break because you're not willing to change your thinking. But you've been given opportunities to change, you just haven't. Let's see who the them is. Let's get some clarification on the them. Who is the them that Virgo is the them? Let's move this over here. Who is the them? Okay, while I was shuffling, I got a couple of more messages. For a couple of you, there have been some younger energies that have come into your life or have been in your life that have surpassed you in this cycle. They've moved on, they've grown, they've made changes that you haven't made. And they kind of graduated to the king and the queen. So it could be a male and a female in your life, a masculine and feminine energy. I'm seeing it as two energies. It doesn't have to be that have surpassed you, because you're stuck in the water of swords here. You don't want to go through this challenging situation here and move forward. You're comfortable. You're comfortable with your 2 cups, even though 3 have spilled. You're like, okay, it's all right. I got 2. I'm gonna just take those 2 and not change. I'll just keep what I have. Instead of getting the courage to turn these cups back right side up by moving on and changing, you're stuck in these energies have surpassed you. Doesn't matter how old you are. You could be 70, and these younger energies have grown, changed, morphed, learned, but you haven't, Virgo. So let's take one. Oh no, this was done shuffling. I don't want to mess up the. Okay, 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, they've watched you as they have grown. Yeah, they've worked hard on themselves. They got the World card, so they moved past it. See, you've got Judgment. You're at 20. They're at 21. They manifested this, though. They've been working. They made choices. They understand there were conflicts and there were burdens, but they decided to make those choices. The 8 of Wands, they moved forward, and you didn't, Virgo. I don't know who this is. It could be a child. It could be a friend. It could be your spouse. But their energy changed. They decided to work on themselves, to go through the swords. But you've been stagnant. So you're them, went through the whole cycle. I think it goes, let's see, yeah. 7, 2 7s, 2 8s, 2 10s, yeah. They really did the work, made choices, carried the burdens. They understand whatever swords they had, they put in their boat and went forward. And Virgo, you are kind of behind them. Look, their boats here are coming in, their ships are coming in, and you're in this boat with the swords in the water, not wanting to face. And look at the light here and the light here on the Hermit. You have wisdom. You have wisdom, you have knowledge, you are an amazing person, Virgo. You have so much to offer, but you're holding it in because you don't want to, you're stuck. You're in a 5 energy when this person's going through a cycle, through a whole series of changes and growth. But you're comfortable here, and that's what it is. You're comfortable, but change isn't comfortable, unfortunately. But look at the rewards they reaped from the change. So let's see if we can pull you some advice. Advice for Virgo. How can they move out of the 5 energy? How can Virgo move out of the 5 energy? How can they grow from this? How can they change their thought patterns, worries, belief system? How can Virgo move out of this energy? This isn't uncommon, Virgo. I mean, this happens. People get stuck in these energies. But I mean, this is why the cards are telling you. So you know, you might not even realize you're stuck. That other people have, moved forward when you haven't. And that can really put a strain on relationships. If you're stuck and you don't want to get out of the boat. Advice for Virgo. Queen of Cups. Do I have this upside down? I do. So, the Devil card. Queen of Coins. All right. You need to balance your energies and your fears. You have a lot of fear right now, Virgo, and a lot of imbalanced energy. So, the Devil is the Earth card. It represents Capricorn, but it could also represent fears, addictions, problems, things that we don't want to move forward from. And you've got the Queen of Coins and the Queen of Cups, and what I saw when these came out was a balance of everything. You're not balancing your emotions, you're not balancing what you value, you're not balancing air, you're not an intellect, and you're not balancing direction. You don't have it. The only direction you have is right here with this Nine of Wands and this Four of Wands, which was your comfort and looking away. I mean, Nine of Wands means resilience and it has a lot of meanings. But in this case, I see this as you looking away from what you have to do to move out of the 5 energy. And what it is moving away from the fears and anxiety that you're feeling and balance everything, all the elements. Find balance to move through these swords. You're living in a lot of fear, unfortunately. Or you're living in a lot of old ideals, old ways of thinking. And it's suggesting that you balance that. It's okay to have those beliefs. There's no one saying you need to change the way you believe. That's not what this is saying at all. But is there a new way to look at how you believe something, or look at something, or ideals you have? A lot has changed in the world. Recently, we've had a lot of changes and a lot of things that we don't normally do, and changed our normal to a new normal. How are you handling that? I guess that's a question I would pose to you. How are you handling that? How are you handling how others are handling it? Can you find balance? Can you put your swords in the boat instead of leaving them in the water to put a hole in your boat? That's basically, when I see this one, and this is not the same, this imagery is different almost on every 6 of swords. A lot of times the swords are in the boat. This particular deck, and this deck I kind of was told to use, the swords are outside. So these are going to put a hole in your boat if you go through them, right? You got to reach into the water, take the swords, and put them in the boat. And then you'll have clear sailing through the water. Own your fears. Own your anxiety. Take control of it. Seek professional help if necessary. And you can catch up to the people that are in your life that have dealt with these feelings or anxieties or changed their belief system to more forward thinking. I guess forward thinking would be the word, and not belief system. There's always going to be conflict and strife, and nothing is easy. It's not going to be easy to get these swords out of the water. But you can do it. Find balance and harmony in your life. Figure out what you're spending too much time on and not enough time on. Turn to the other people in your life for guidance that maybe have moved forward in their thinking or their ideas, or not living in anxiety and fear, and maybe get some professional help. Virgo, I wish you the best. You are an amazing person. You offer the world so much, Virgo. You are earth energy. We need you. And you bring a special light on this. You cast a special light on this world, Virgo. If this resonated with you, please click the like, the subscribe, and check out other videos on 811 Moon. And I wish you the best, Virgo. Bye-bye.